Pacific Northwest, March 1948. In the dense fog surrounding the San Juan Islands, an isolated archipelago off the coast of Washington state, a U.S. cargo ship, the Oregon Star, picks up a faint, fragmented distress signal. The radio transmission, riddled with static interference, repeats just a few chilling words. "Fire, radio room, all dead. It's inside." Then silence. Before we dive into today's chilling story, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Now, let's begin. Captain James Hellbrook of the Oregon Star decides to alter course and investigate the source of the message. After 2 hours of cautious navigation through foggy, rock-strewn waters, the crew spots a drifting vessel. Its name, faded but still legible, SS Beaver Crest. The SS Beaver Crest was a cargo ship launched in 1936 in Galveston, Texas. It had been missing for over 3 weeks. It departed San Pedro, California, bound for Juneau, Alaska, carrying industrial materials and a small shipment of decommissioned military electronics. As the Oregon Star draws alongside, no one answers radio or voice hails. A team of 6 men, led by First Officer David Mearns, boards the ship to investigate. The atmosphere is immediately surreal. The vessel is intact, no visible damage to the hull, no signs of mutiny or struggle, but an oppressive silence reigns. No machines running, no voices, no movement. The first body is found in a lower deck corridor, a man, likely a crew member, with eyes wide open and his face frozen in pure terror. No visible injuries. His hand clenched tightly around a key, as if trying to lock something, or stop it from being opened. 4 more bodies are discovered in various parts of the ship, 2 in the engine room, 1 in the galley, and 1, the most disturbing, in the radio cabin. Still seated, with hands fused to the panel from an electrical short. The microphone is off, but the last message sent is etched into the wall with a knife. It's not human. It doesn't breathe. It's everywhere. The U.S. Coast Guard dispatches an investigation team to Friday Harbor, where the SS Beaver Crest is towed. The story hits local papers, and even the Seattle Times runs a headline: "Ghost Ship Found in Northwest. Crew Dead Under Mysterious Circumstances." The FBI takes over the case, citing the sensitive nature of the decommissioned military cargo. The official report, declassified only in 1992, concludes, "No signs of physical violence. No chemical or biological agents detected. Bodies in an abnormal state of rigor mortis, as if death occurred simultaneously and in extreme panic. All onboard clocks stopped at exactly 3:17. An inquiry is launched to determine whether an experimental neurotoxin was in the cargo, but no evidence is found. Survivors? None." In 1951, a former Oregon Star sailor, now discharged, gives an anonymous interview to the Tacoma Tribune. He claims to have seen something moving in the Beaver Crest's hold during the initial sweep. Not a body. Something alive, creeping in the shadows. It wasn't a man or an animal, it was like a live-in shadow, and it only breathed when no one was looking. He is dismissed as delusional. 3 weeks later, he dies in a domestic gas leak. The medical report calls it a tragic accident, but neighbors report hearing screaming in the night. In 1967, a fire consumes a military naval archive in Bremerton, Washington. Among the destroyed files are all documents related to the SS Beaver Crest, including pre-departure radio logs and the full cargo manifest. According to conspiracy theorists, the fire was no accident. It was meant to erase evidence of a secret experiment conducted on board with undisclosed technology. One persistent theory involves a high-frequency sonar device capable of altering human brain activity. In the 1970s and 80s, at least 3 fishing vessels report receiving strange automated Morse signals in the same area where the Beaver Crest was found. The decoded messages appear nonsensical, But some phrases repeat. No one in the cabin is human anymore. Don't let it in. We're still here. In 1994, a small Canadian yacht vanishes for 36 hours near the San Juans. Upon return, the crew reports seeing a steamship motionless on the water, no lights, no engines. One woman aboard suffers panic attacks and chronic insomnia for months. When shown an old photo of the Beaver Crest, she faints. Here's some theories and uncomfortable truths. Psychotropic theory. A rogue experimental gas caused mass hallucinations and cardiac arrest. Entity theory. The ship picked up something at sea, something that never left. Temporal theory. Magnetic anomalies in the area suggest a space-time rift altered the ship. Military theory. A failed energy weapon test disguised as decommissioned components triggered a deadly incident. In 1958, the SS Beaver Crest is towed to a scrapyard in Astoria, Oregon. En route, it vanishes from radar for over 11 hours. When it reappears, it's exactly where expected, but the tug reports the ship had broken away as if pushed by something from within. No one understands how. 2 days later, during dismantling, a worker drops dead on the main deck. No visible cause. His body is found with hands around his own neck. As if strangled, yet no bruising, no marks. The Beaver Crest was never seen again. Only parts of its hull were melted down and reused in other shipyards. Yet some of those vessels later reported bizarre malfunctions and unexplained panic episodes among crew members. Today, around the San Juan Islands, old fishermen still whisper of a ship that breathes in the fog. Some swear they've seen it motionless on the water, its deck lit up and deserted. Others claim to have heard faint Morse signals at night, echoing across the waves long after any vessel should be nearby. There are stories of radios crackling with voices that don't belong to this time, and compasses spinning wildly whenever boats drift too close to where the SS Beaver Crest was last seen. Some say the fog there has a weight to it, like it's watching. The Oregon Star was decommissioned in 1963. Captain Halbrook never spoke publicly about the incident again. Friends described him as distant, haunted by something he could never explain. He died in silence in 1972, leaving behind one final diary entry, written in a trembling hand. "We didn't save anyone. We only found the end." Still curious? Or are you ready to turn off the radio? Some stories don't want to be remembered. What do you think happened to the Beaver Crest and its crew? Tell us in the comments. Leave a like and don't forget to subscribe for more bizarre and mysterious stories. Don't miss the next chapter.